G'day everybody and welcome to the House of Mario, the South Australian Nintendo podcast that is backed by a 120 Power Star rating. I'm your host Drew Agnew and the doors to episode 294 are open. Today on the show we've had a pretty wacky weekend, so we're keen to come down off of that and of course talk about the games we've been playing. And I guess it's been Black Friday, so more for me the games I've been buying. So to talk all about that is my good mate, Josh, or JT if you like, or from the weekend, the Bucks boy. How you going, Josh?
Drew, I am much better now because I was not good yesterday. Saturday was great. And Friday was really good too. But yeah, coming off the Bucks weekend, so we've had some fun. Finally got to introduce you to my mates over the weekend, which was really fun and good. I think you had a good time from the sounds of it. I definitely did. So, yeah, lots of drinking, lots of shenanigans, a little Bucksopoly, we called it. Bucks and Monopoly kind of game kind of theme. So, yeah, we're just running around Adelaide CBD, weren't we, with the community chess cards. You guys telling me what to do, giving me instructions, and I'm performing for everyone. It was pretty fun.
Yeah, and you got pretty messed up by the end of it, so I'm glad to hear that. You know, I didn't get too messed up for my Buck show because it was the day before my wedding, but you've got time. You had 3 months, so you could have had burns, you could have had all sorts of injuries, and
you guys
for the most part you'll be right.
Could have shaved the mo. You could have maybe not shaved my head, but eyebrows. I don't know. Maybe they grow back in 3 months, don't they?
Yeah, I don't know. I've never shaved an eyebrow. I've never tried that one.
Yep.
Is it a bit of a look where you do like a bit of a line through an eyebrow? Is that a thing?
I think so. I don't know if I'd pull it off, but I've seen people do it.
No, I don't know if I would either. But
yeah, but everyone was very nice to me. They could have been a lot meaner, I reckon. A lot meaner.
Yeah, you needed to surround yourself not with family and friends, but instead just maybe some bullies from high school, or some just maybe a bus driver you were rude to one time, or just people in your life that you've just met throughout time, and people that you've wronged in the past, and then they would have really set you up for an awful night. Maybe they would have made you do something illegal and send you to prison the next day. I don't know. There could have been different options for you, but you decided to do the easy route and have some nice people that actually like you around you.
You mentioned probably, yeah. When you put it that way, you probably made the right choice. Maybe just probably. I don't know. Maybe not sure. Maybe,
well, you can't reverse it, so you're going to be happy with the decision you made.
I was very happy. It was very good. My friends know me very well, and the things I was doing made me do. It was good, very good.
Yeah, it was great. Daniel and the guys who like organised the whole thing, pretty much. It was they did a great job, and it was kind of cool seeing them like trying to keep everyone organised. And towards the end of the night, it's just free for all. So like, look, they're not organising jack shit. They're they're right next to you, probably almost feeling a bit sick.
Correct. It must be the worst organising the Bucks, because I've had no idea the entire week or like the entire process. I've just given him a list and a date. Like, this is the date I want it. These are the people I want there, and that's literally it. And so he had to come up and design it all and organise things and plan things, and like he's dealing with all these people, and he got shirts for everyone, but then people can only come at certain times, and so he's organising the logistics, and people have random questions. There's dietary things. There's like, oh, is this happening or what's this? And he's just literally just dealing with it all night, dealing out the cards, make sure people are here, there, wherever they need to be. And I can't imagine it's fun. So I think he had a good time, but also at the same time, I think he's relieved that it's all done and sorted now.
Oh, I bet.
Because I think it's a bit of a pressure.
Like even me, like just sending them messages, being like, hey, look, where are you? What are you doing here? What accommodation are you guys at? Like I just got like, maybe 5 questions, nothing too dramatic or anything, but that for every single person, I'd imagine, it's a task.
Correct. So he did very well. I think hats off to him and everyone else who supported him in some shape or form to make it happen.
No, absolutely. So yeah. Can you hear me?
It is very shaky. Do you want me to turn my camera off just to try and get something out?
Don't know. You mean literally just the camera off, or turn off your video like on the thing so it doesn't have to stream it?
Yeah, so it doesn't have to stream it.
Yeah, I will try that. So there we go. Josh is going nighttime. He's going off. The Adelaide internet cannot handle it.
Yeah, it should be better, and it's not, sadly. So I apologise to everyone. An extender's been bought, and I need to work out how to properly install it. So
yeah, no, that's all
my task
good.
before next week.
Look, don't apologise to me. Who you need to apologise to is the lovely people from Wiki Feet who come here exclusively for you, Josh, to check you out. And you've turned it off. You've gone night. You're just a black screen. You're left with me. And that is what it is. We're sorry about that.
I mean, we've been teasing the last couple of episodes and giving them nothing. So I reckon anyone who's left over probably likes Nintendo at least. That's probably a good thing. I gave them a little tidbit last week of the other episode on my channel, Nintendo, for them to watch. That would have been get some more feet action there.
Yeah, has anybody jumped over saying any nice foot comments on your channel?
No, it's maybe a couple, but nothing massive. Oh my God, Drew, the video's at 7,000 views. Jeez, Jesus Christ.
So this is a good time for, I guess, get some housekeeping. Why not?
Yes.
If you want to go and check out the House of Mario on video, you can go to youtube.com/iDribby. You can check out the episodes as well as other videos I put up. Go and check them out there. And what we're referring to, we've talked about it the last couple of weeks, and we still find it amusing, is that our PAX episode from about a month ago, or over a month ago now, is at 7.2 thousand views, and that's purely because Josh found himself on WikiFeet Men. And we're getting viewers from WikiFeet because Josh, in that episode, had his socks off. And it's you know, I don't know how you feel about it, Josh. I know you see the funny side of it, but there's also like a bit of a concern, I dare say, you have as well. How are you feeling about it, especially since we actually found it on WikiFeet? Like we actually found the page it's coming from. How you taking the news?
No, I'm fine with it, man. I'm just annoyed you're getting all the benefits and not me. Everyone, come to mine as well. I don't mind. No, it's fine. It's yeah, makes me fully appreciate that, I could just, not do my 9 to 5 and do feet stuff instead, and I could maybe make some decent money on the side.
Maybe.
I'm just saying it's something I am at least considering.
We'll definitely consider it because, yeah, it is funny. Yeah, just the irony. I know I've talked about it for a few weeks now, but just how I said at the start, look, mate, you're going to find yourself on the Foot website. You're like, oh, look, it doesn't matter. I'm like, all right. And lo and behold, that's exactly what happened. And we're still getting we're getting comments on it. I'm trying to find it right now. There was a comment which was actually pretty nice. Oh yeah, so this one is just from a day or so from Piano Player 56723, and they say, great podcast and episode, handsome guys, nice feet and socks, subscribed. So thank you very much, Piano Player. That's really nice. And it's nice to have a comment that's not just about the feet. Like, they're saying, handsome guys. Like, I'm in there as well. I'm like, oh, cool. Someone's referring to me on my YouTube channel. That's nice. It's not just about all the feet.
Like I said, come for the feet, stay for the in-depth and insightful Nintendo conversations that we're having here every Monday night, on the House of Mario. That's where it's at.
Yeah. After doing this show for very close to 8 years, I never thought an episode, like our episode that blow up the most, would be because of our feet. Never thought it would be. No. But it has.
But we're in this world and we're just going to make the most of it, I reckon.
Mm. And we did share with some of your friends in real life as well the whole foot situation. They found it very amusing as well.
Yes, they did.
So I'm sorry if that leaked into your everyday real life with your mates from work and things.
No.
But there we are. I can't remember who was at the table when we were talking about it, and I can't remember. Well, I don't know if they'll actually remember it as well. Depends on how many beers they had.
No, I don't think you forget that no matter how much you've had. So
No, probably not.
it's pretty good. I don't mind sharing that one. It's pretty funny, that one.
Yeah. So go and check Josh out. You can see him at Nintendvania on all the socials, including podcast services and YouTube, and WikiFeet for men. Go and check him out there as well. He's got some nice screenshots from the PAX episode. Wonderful stuff. If you've got like a different angle from that episode, feel free to upload it there as well. I don't know. do you keep encouraging this? I don't know.
I reckon just go with it. Yeah, do it.
Just go with it. Look, I'm half considered. Do I take my socks off? I don't know. Am I that game? I don't think I am.
I don't know. You could get desperate enough.
I could get desperate enough. You reckon?
I think there's enough desperation in you to do it.
I'm not like a YOLO. I'm not YOLO
No.
like you are. You're like, look, socks off. I'm like, don't think so. Don't know. Like I said in one of the comments, I'll probably just pull it down to show off my heel or something.
And that'd be it. Nothing else to. Okay.
Yeah, I've got Chantel on the couch here. She's just like, just cringe laughing at me. I don't know what she's doing.
Yeah, so good.
Anyway, enough of that. Because we're going to have a divide very soon. We're going to literally have more foot listeners than actual like long-term gamma listeners. Like it is going to happen very soon. On the YouTube channel, we're at 419 subscribers.
Pretty good.
Which is pretty good for like the amount of growth. A small channel like mine
nearly doubled.
Gets, which I don't usually like. But like I don't post to it like regularly type of thing. Apart from like this podcast, yeah, that's not too bad.
Not bad at all.
So yeah. Anyway, any plugs you want to make? Obviously, we talked about your podcast, but any specifics when it comes to episodes or anything you want to point out?
I'll just plug again the last episode I had Dampar on, who's a very big Mario and Luigi fan. So he was on and we talked all about Brothership, had a really good 40-minute conversation on that. If you're so interested, and I got my Alamo last episode, talked about that and all the things. And then I'm going to have to work out to get someone on this weekend, but I have a very busy weekend. So I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'll work something out.
Well, I hope it's not someone that sucks, Get a good guess, Josh. I'm not putting the pressure on.
I never do that. I never get anyone who sucks. No. Everyone I get on is very good and very cool.
They are, but there'll be a time where it's just you'll get a dud, Josh.
It potentially. I can't deny that. It's a possibility.
I'm just joking. Anyway, let's talk about some video games, Josh. There's we're at the point of Nintendo Switch's life where it's like, all right, there's no games coming out except for like early next year, a few remakes, remasters. We're really at the bottom when it comes to like, all right, let's what we're going to talk about when it's topics and stuff. Not too much going on, but we're playing things. Like I said, I picked up some Black Friday stuff today, which was cool. But I assume, Josh, you haven't been playing anything. We've had a pretty busy weekend. I've been traveling back and forward from Adelaide, and you've been getting over a hangover and been doing challenges for your Buck show. So I assume you haven't been playing much the last week. Yeah,
that's correct. Yep. Nothing this weekend except there was a bit of a Mario Kart at one stage. So we had to scull a drink and drive a race in Mario Kart. And so you couldn't drink and drive. So I could either drink straight away when the game started, or I could like drive for a bit, stop and drink, and it'll do all that kind of stuff. But it makes the most sense, doesn't it? Just to get your drink done straight away, become last, and then get all the good items to catch up and potentially win. So that was my strategy. That was some good pre-drinking before we saw you later in the day. So that got things going, definitely. But that's the extent. We tried to do Jackbox, and it just wouldn't work. Connect to our tethering. So I just connecting to the internet has just been an issue tonight and over the weekend.
Yeah, I was jealous that I missed out on like the video game part. That would have been good fun.
Yeah, we did Smash Bros as well, and I'm like Drew would be perfect for this right now because I looked okay compared to everyone else, and I know how much better you are than me. So
I don't know. You're hyping me up. Like you're saying to your mates, like, oh, apparently, who was it? It was like Daniel or someone said, "Oh, you're really good at Smash Brothers." I hear. I'm like, look, I'm good. Like I play it a lot because I really like it, but I wouldn't say I'm really good. If I go to a tournament or something, I'll probably get my head smashed in.
Yeah, but that's like I'm compared to them, I'm really good at running. But if I went to like an athletics race, I wouldn't. Same thing.
Yeah, true.
So yeah,
You'll be alright, and you'll be alright if you actually competed in running, though. Especially like
you'd be alright if you competed in a Smash Race tournament, though.
yeah, sure, I'll take it. Yeah, I'm really good at Smash Brothers, Josh.
Good.
I don't think anyone will actually beat me. I'll just stop being so modest.
See, that's the kind of game I was talking up for you.
Yeah, so
That would have been good though if you were there for that.
yeah, yeah. I should have said to your mates like, yeah, just don't even bother fucking playing me, man.
Yeah, correct.
You suck.
Yeah.
You're the worst. But yeah, Smash Brothers.
Nothing else. It's
Nothing
been
else.
I think maybe one night did a bit of Mario and Luigi, but that was honestly it. So it's been pretty quiet on the. No, I did play like 2-3 levels of Donkey Kong Land.
Oh, okay. Just
That was in
jumping into
between
it.
stuff. That was me like packing the Switch for the weekend. I'm like, oh, Donkey Kong Land, that's all right. So I'm like, oh, I'll just play that a bit. I did not realize that was a completely new game. I thought that was literally just like a demake of like the Super Nintendo games.
It's like an incredible sort of just pocketable version of the country games, isn't it? Like it's
Unreal.
incredible how it looks on Game Boy. It's just
Looks amazing Game Boy, and it's a new game. So it's I'm keen to keep playing it because it does okay.
compared like how it feels and everything. It's like it feels like Donkey Kong Country. Obviously not exactly the same, but
No, like pretty close. Like I felt like this got the mechanics there pretty down packed.
It's kind of like it's hard to make the comparison today because like modern games on your PC or PS5 or whatever literally are on Steam Deck and even some on Switch and things. So it's kind of hard to make that comparison. But the idea of a Super Nintendo game kind of being like just squished into a Game Boy is kind of just surreal. I can imagine what it would be like back in the day playing it, but
yeah, I definitely that would have like it kind of blows my mind a bit now. So like I think back then it would have been like, oh my god, like even more so, surely.
no, definitely, yeah.
Yeah, so I'll keep playing that. That was fun.
Yeah. You mentioned that you picked up Elden Ring, so I want to talk about just some like Black Friday sale stuff, whether you got some stuff that you want to pick up or anything like that. But yeah, you mentioned that you picked up Elden Ring. I remember you saying that on the weekend.
Yes. So I saw it for $35, and that's pretty good. So
yeah,
I thought, yeah, I'll give that a go. So that was easy. Yeah, I'll play that a bit over the holidays, I reckon.
Nice. Yeah. Is it your first Souls game?
Yes. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And I've heard, it's going to be like, the map's going to be a bit annoying for me and some other things like that. But I've heard so many good things. I might as well. I got to give it a shot at least, don't I?
Yeah, I'd like to give it a go too. I'm a little bit scared off of it though, because I know I don't want to be beating my head against the wall trying to beat like a boss or something. But I got to admit, playing Stellar Blade kind of shifted my view on that a little bit, because like the second half of that game for me, even though I was playing on easy, like the second half of the game, the bosses were getting pretty challenging, and there was like a couple in particular towards the end where I was spending maybe an hour and a half or 2 hours or something like on one, and just going in again and again and again. But it's just like mastering that combat and like really memorizing like their move sets and everything, and when to do the perfect dodge and everything. It's like, this is a lot of fun. So I can see, it sort of opened my eyes a little bit, but being like, you will have fun with this, even though maybe you're tired and you've only got an hour here or there. Like, it still will be enjoyable.
Yeah.
Because that was my biggest thing. I was like, I think some games are just unfair, and when that's happening to you again and again, like that's not fun, and you're not mastering anything, and there's nothing to overcome necessarily. But I think, stuff like FromSoft and that, it seems like it is more on the mastering the game, and it is fair for the most part. We'll see. But yeah, I would like to give it a go as well. But maybe it's something we play together. Maybe that's something we can talk about it together and sort of give each other tips and whatever have
definitely.
you. Like it might be a good idea.
Yeah.
Where did you get it from for $35?
It was a flash deal on Amazon.
Yeah, I remember seeing it, but
yeah, it was like I've never seen it that cheap, and it was like for 1 day only, and I think it shipped from the States. Like I couldn't buy a local version, so it's going to come like in 2 weeks.
Okay, yep. Yeah,
But
nice.
I got it for $35, and I think on Amazon, if I bought an Australian copy, it cost me $58 right now.
Yeah, okay, yep. Because there's a box with the DLC included as well, which is only came out like a few weeks ago, or a few months ago when the actual DLC came out. So that might be a good one for the future to maybe try and pick up for cheap and get everything included. But
yeah, nice.
That's providing that we're actually good enough and can get to the DLC.
True.
Yeah. I guess speaking of that DLC, it's been a little bit controversial that's been nominated for Game of the Year within the Game Awards. Have you been keeping up with any of that stuff?
Yes, saw the nominations. I mean, I saw the other games this year nominated, and I mean, I've heard very good things about that DLC. So I can't quite fully comment properly, I suppose, but just to say that I think it's been a quieter year, especially compared to last year, because so many good things came out last year, not just from Nintendo in Tears of the Kingdom, and even Pikmin, I'd say is a great game, but Elden Ring last year as well, and this year's not quite been the same. So the fact that DLC emerges sort of probably talks to what we've had this year overall, doesn't it? So I don't think it'll win. But I think they're a bit. I think they'd rather go over DLC than remakes and things, which I think is interesting.
Yeah, because like when they say remasters, I like today, for example, I picked up The Last of Us Part 2 remastered.
Yes,
and you could. It's like that is one of my favorite games of all time. But if it got nominated, it's like, well, it probably is like one of the best games. Like technically, if it came out this year, it probably is technically one of the best games that came out this year, just story and everything. But it would be pretty underwhelming for it to be nominated. So, all right. Especially this one in particular, where it hasn't been like remade. It is just like, hey, look, it's running at 60 and 4K and, just stuff like that. It's nothing too crazy. So yeah, if they get a little bit too wide with it, what can be nominated for it, I reckon it will take a lot of the meaning away from what their nominees are. I think personally for me, I don't like seeing DLC included in the Game Awards, but I'm also not in the place where I care enough to argue either way. It's just one of those things. If Shadow of the Erdtree wins Game of the Year 2024, it's like, oh well, it's kind of underwhelming. It's like, well, the game already won Game of the Year 2 years ago, and the expansion that you've got to play 70% of the game and unlock and get through, because you can't even be like, hey, look, this game won, go and play it, it's fantastic. So what you've got to play majority of this game to then get to this expansion, which is just an expansion. I don't know. It doesn't really scream what the Game Awards or the Game of the Year nominees are for me personally.
Yeah,
and I'm somebody who actually really pays attention to the awards at the Game Awards. I'm put off from last year because how poorly they treated everybody who won last year with like the 30-second speeches and cutting people off. That really put me off last year. So I'm kind of just in the phase at the moment where I'm just watching what Jeff Keighley and the team do with the Game Awards this year to see if they can sort of make the awards a bit more meaningful. And it's kind of
it's a big 3-hour commercial break, isn't it, with some ads of awards scattered into it. So I think they're very much trying to test out the waters still, aren't they, and make it obviously a profitable thing for them, but an entertaining thing for others. Like outside of Shadow of the Erdtree, though, it's a pretty good list, isn't it? Like some pretty good. It was still a really good year.
Fantastic year. Yeah,
like my favorite great things about Metaphor, then obviously Astrobot, like one of the favorite games of our years, isn't it? Just playing that. I keep hearing some good things about Black Myth Wukong, and then I saw a lot of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth be played. I watched that a lot passively. And then Bellatra, I need to get into this, but I'm very scared about how addictive I'm going to get to it. So I'm definitely going to play that one day. So it's a good list still.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah. What would you personally put your vote towards?
For me, technically, I've only played Astrobot in the list. So I think for me, it's that. I can't really say something else without, knowing fully. But I think, from what I've heard from other people, I'd like to think Rebirth will be up there, but I think there's enough people who didn't enjoy it to, I don't know, put against. But it's such a great looking game and everything they did for that, and maybe the underwhelming sales of it. It wasn't as popular, I feel, as a sequel as they were hoping for. Maybe that doesn't help, but that was a very good game from all accounts. Most accounts I heard. Yeah,
most of the year I would have thought that was kind of a shoo-in, but Black Myth's sort of success and just sales success, that'll really push it over. And same with Shadow of the Air Tree as well. Just since that's in there, that's just, the Elden Ring community is just massive and people love that game. It sold really well. So, I reckon that's going to be a pretty high contender as well. I'm actually in a similar position as you, where I'm like, I actually haven't played a lot of these games. The other one I'm interested in playing is Metaphor by the end of the year, but I won't finish it, so I won't be able to put my 2 cents in with that as well. But yeah, definitely for me, Astrobot. Astrobot is actually at the top of my list this year. As far as like how I've ranked them, like that is my game of the year with the 51 games that I've played and beaten. So Astrobot, I've got my fingers crossed for that one, because I'd love to see that game get the recognition. In some ways, it's kind of boring that PlayStation will win another game of the year, because usually if there's a God of War or Last of Us or Uncharted or something, they're kind of a shoo-in for it. And next year with not Ghost of Tsushima, Ghost of I forgot what it's called. Ghost of Y. I can't remember what the name of the game was, but they're probably going to be nominated next year as well. So
but
I don't know. Hope they get their recognition for a 3D platformer. If it isn't Mario, that'd be nice.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
We'll
but
see.
Sorry. You're right there, Josh.
But then Nintendo, they had a quiet year. They might not even win Family Game. I think Astrobot might win that one as well. And
well,
I don't know if they'll come away with any wins, if I'm being honest. Looking at the categories.
Yeah, the family games. What games are nominated for that? Because it's all Nintendo games except for Astrobot.
Yeah, I think Echoes of Wisdom. Astrobot. And then I can't remember the others, because I thought if Nintendo's going to win one, it's Echoes of Wisdom. Yeah,
probably, but I hope Astrobot gets that, because it should. In all honesty, like Astrobot's better than anything.
Princess Peach Showtime, which is funny. Astrobot, Super Mario Party Jamboree, Echoes of Wisdom, and then the Plucky Squire.
Oh yeah, no, the Plucky Squire. No.
Yeah, it's Astrobot.
Yeah, if Astrobot doesn't win that, I'll be confused. Honestly.
Yeah, I would be very confused too.
Because even Echoes of Wisdom, like especially for the nomination that it is for family game, like it's 100% Astrobot. Like that is the game where you're sitting down with your family. I don't know, like I wouldn't sit down with Lucas or whoever and like, all right, let's play Echoes of Wisdom. Don't know. That's very much like a by myself doing some puzzles and things. I don't know, but everybody plays their games different.
Yep, I get you. That's a good call. Nintendo's not much. Princess Persia, I know it's not Nintendo. Innovation, accessibility, I think that's cool. I hope that wins it for that reason. All the cool things that game had to get accessibility mechanics out there, that was unreal. So I hope that does well. What else, Drew? There's not much. Nintendo's had a quiet year. You can tell from Trading Card Game Pocket, best mobile game, that managed to get a nomination. Outside of Family though, I think that's about it. Best action adventure game, Echoes of Wisdom got a nomination, but that's against Astrobot, Prince of Persia, Silent Hill 2, and then Star Wars Outlaws. I think there's a best multiplayer game. Yeah, and Jamboree's in for that. So, but against Black Ops 6, Helldivers 2, Tekken 8, and Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2. So it's not going to win that.
Not a chance. Not a fucking
No
chance.
way. The interesting one, because I think it's not interesting in terms of actual winner, but most anticipated game will go to Grand Theft Auto 6, obviously.
Yeah,
Metroid Prime Beyond. If it gets second, I'll be happy. But there's Death Stranding 2 there as well. So
it won't.
Who knows?
Yeah. No, it's going to be quite a year, but yeah, it doesn't really matter. I think Nintendo's had a fine year. I think a lot of people have had at least probably one or two games from Nintendo that they've enjoyed over the year. For us, like we loved MEO. Zelda was good, which I still got to get to. I've only played like a little bit of it.
It's been a good last year for a Nintendo console.
Oh yeah,
very, very much so.
Yeah, like we're coming off of last year, which was one of the best years for most publishers, and Nintendo was one of them last year. Tears of the Kingdom, Mario Wonder, Pikmin 4, those three alone were fantastic.
Yeah, that's right.
But yeah,
Definitely.
This year was just remakes and second party deals and things like that to keep us going, which they did on an almost monthly basis, which was pretty cool. But when you're just comparing what was some of the best of the year, it wasn't found on Switch.
Nope.
But I would have liked to see MEO get a nomination. I don't know where you would have put it if there was a narrative section or something.
The narrative, I thought, might have been the one. That was, I was kind of half hoping. Not surprised, but half hoping. Yeah.
It's also one of those games where a lot of people didn't play it. So people doing the nominations and things, if you're following whether it's Kind of Funny or IGN or Jeff Gerstmann or, all of these outlets and people that are a part of the panel, I know for a fact that, most of them didn't review or talk about MEO, which is fine. If we weren't Nintendo I can't talk specific, we might have missed it as well. Honestly, there was a lot to play that wasn't that game, and I almost missed it. If I said I got a lot to play and I got a code, I'll play it anyway because I got a code, and that's why I played it. I don't know if I would have put down my $70 for it otherwise. But I'm super glad that I did get the opportunity to play it. Because it was one of my favorite games in my top 10, I think. From memory.
That's the other thing. Like you said, it's a popularity contest to get nominated in the first place. So MEO just wasn't the popular game for as much as we loved it. Yeah,
no, we'll be MEO stands here. Play
always.
MEO.
I'm going to defend that game.
Defend it. Needs defending. It's a poor defenseless boy, little MEO.
74 on Metacritic. It deserves better, but that's fine.
74, eh? Don't know. In my mind's eye, Josh, I close my eyes and I think an 8 for MEO. Great game. That's what I think.
Yeah, it deserves 8, at least.
Come on, people.
But, I loved it. I would have gone closer to 9, but 8's probably the fairer score.
Nice. Yeah. So if you're a Nintendo fan, you want to see Nintendo get its flowers, maybe watch last year's Game Awards.
Watch last year's.
You watch last year's. Watch Tears of the Kingdom win its one award. And
Has Nintendo ever won Best Game of the Year?
Yeah, Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild, yeah.
Yeah, that was it, wasn't it?
I remember really rooting. I was really on the bandwagon for them to win that year because you can imagine after the Wii U and the year that was the Switch, I was like, come on, Breath of the Wild. I hope you win type of thing. I had my fingers crossed, and I think Bryce and I were watching it live, and when they got announced that they won, we're like, yeah, we're like, big fanboys about it type of thing. But it was like, it was just cherry on top for such a comeback. It was unbelievable that year. And it was just, it was a nice nice feeling as a fan, just to see him come back and sort of cement themselves and continue on the legacy, I guess. But
yeah. There some pretty big other winners, isn't there? When you look at the previous ones, so it's a great game amongst a collection of really good games as well. So, obviously, and helped drive the success of the Switch as well. That Breath of the Wild game, so pretty cool. I don't know where next Nintendo's winner's coming from. Maybe an amazing Mario game, but I can't see outside of Mario and Zelda another series being able to win Game of the Year. Yeah,
probably not. It's got to be one of it's usually like a showpiece game. That's why it's usually comes down to like a Sony game, or any year a From Software game comes out, including expansions now. I guess they usually win. Like they won Sekiro, they won, most of their games have won Game of the Year lately. So it would be Mario or Zelda. I dare say, like anything smaller than that, like even if it's like even stuff like Mario Kart and that, like it's a bit like Call of Duty and things. They're great games, a lot of budget, but it's like it's another one type of thing. And that's where like a lot of Nintendo franchises sort of fit in, where it is, oh look, it's another one. It's better. It's got this. Cool.
They've been nominated most years though, for a game. Bayonetta 2 in 2014. Looking at the list now, Super Mario Maker got nominated in 2015. Breath of the Wild in 2017 with Odyssey. Odyssey got nominated. 2018 didn't have anything. 2019 had Ultimate. 2020 had Animal Crossing. 21 had Dread, of course, and then Xenoblade Chronicles 3 in 22. So they've consistently got nominated. Last year had 2 with Tears of the Kingdom and Mario Bros. Wonder, but nothing this year.
Oh, that's right. Talking about the DLC, sort of hubbubaloo. A lot of people are saying like, Xenoblade Chronicles 3 DLC got snubbed since that wasn't eligible before, and now that they've opened it up, that Elden Ring's allowed to come in and have theirs nominated. It's like, well, I hate to tell the Xenoblade fans, and whether they're right or wrong, it's like that franchise is, people aren't going to nominate the DLC. It's too niche, unfortunately. As somebody who hasn't played it and can't talk about its quality, it's just it's just a bit of a niche IP. So we have an expansion nominated in the first place, but most games probably are. It probably is like the massive ones, like what we have of Shadow of the Erdtree at the moment. Even last year, probably Cyberpunk's DLC could have been nominated as well, because that was like a massive expansion and people loved it.
Yeah, wow. Good point.
But it's got to be something truly special, I feel, to be nominated. And maybe Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I know you haven't played the DLC, Josh, so you can't talk on it either. But the Game Awards.
Heard amazing things. So
we will we'll watch it when it happens. When's the date, Josh? Do you have the date there?
Yeah, 13th of December for us in the morning.
Cool. I remember one year watching it, or just listening to it while I was sharing at work. So like, I'll just be listening to it, and like when I finish a sheep, I'll sort of have a look up and go. And listening to the trailers and things, just audio. A lot of the time, I got no idea what the fuck's going on. I hear a bunch of like clashing and screaming, like something's going on.
You really wouldn't know. Yeah.
But I hear like the clapping. And it's just Jeff Keighley. Oh, that's right.
Well,
Middle Earth is coming back. I'm like, oh, okay, that was that. All right.
I will be half watching to see the awards, but also to get Metroid Prime 4 Beyond trailer news, because I feel that's the one series potentially Nintendo will tease stuff, and it's Metroid at the Game Awards.
That's the thing, Josh. Nintendo hasn't showed up at the Game Awards for the last few years now. The last time was the Joker reveal for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
I know.
So it hasn't been a few years. It's been like 6 years.
Bayonetta Origins.
Were they there? Was that there?
Well, they got announced at the Game Awards.
Oh. Well, there you go. There was that too.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong then. What was there anything since Bayonetta then?
Nah, that was the last one.
Okay.
I know that's Platinum, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty close though. It's Nintendo exclusive game.
Correct.
That game is so good too, by the way.
It's been, by the time it comes out in December, it's nearly been 6 months since they revealed the game in June. So, I don't know, just another trailer. Just trailer number 2. That's all I want to see. Just a bit more going on.
It'll be a good one to get in front of people too, I feel like.
Yeah.
Just
I definitely think, the American focus, that's where Prime is. That's the audience, a more Western focused audience. And so I think more mature, get it on the Switch. I don't know. I think that'd be cool. I would love to see that.
Oh, definitely. Just, in front of people who are like, oh, I like video games. Then you watch that and like, oh, what's this? Oh, there's a cool thing with a gun on their forearm. That's pretty cool. When you show some.
Why are they in Fortnite?
Oh, nice. Yeah. It wasn't this in Fortnite.
Yep, I don't know. I feel like they're willing to try more things with Metroid. And because it's Nintendo of America through Retro, I just think, more likely to happen.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I would. That's probably a really great idea. I would say if Nintendo's going to show up, that's a really good one to show. Try and hype up that game. Because apart from that, I can't think of too much. Apart from, would they do an Xbox? Be like, hey, look, Switch 2, bam, like
Nope.
do a reveal there.
No, they won't. But
I don't think so either. It's optimistic.
Definitely. But no, that will not be the case.
No. Well, we'll find out in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
I guess jumping off of what you're talking about, you picked up Elden Ring. Is there anything else you want to try and pick up? Any items you want to pick up for Black Friday? Because I was kind of surprised to see that Black Friday isn't just the weekend or the week. It's actually 2 weeks at most retailers and websites here in Australia, which I'm like, 2 weeks? Like, come on, like that's crazy. Like 1 week would be fine. I don't know why they're going so crazy with it. Not that the deals are all that nuts this year either. Like they're good. But
yeah, I haven't seen anything massive that's gotten me to outside of Elden Ring, if I'm being honest. I was kind of half hoping for an MEO sale, so that's the one thing I'm keeping an eye on because I want to buy
for a physical
version of it. But I own a copy digitally. That's my only thing. So when it's on sale, I can wait. I think that's my point.
Yep.
No, I can't really see anything else. No.
Yeah, well, that's fair enough. I picked up a few things today. All for PS5 actually. Switch, I don't need anything. I've kind of got everything. My accessories and things. But today, Josh got my 30th anniversary DualSense Edge.
Nice.
So I got that. That's in the box.
Do an unboxing of that, Drew.
Yeah, I probably will. It's funny because like I have it here, and I was thinking to myself like, oh, I want to I kind of just want to open it, like the whole thing of doing the work to set up the camera and that couldn't be bothered. But the kids and all that, I didn't really have the hands free to be able to do it. So maybe I should do it. That'd be cool.
Yeah,
also got like a normal DualSense. The story with me getting this one is that the DualSense Edge on EB Games was sold out, like on the EB Games website. So I'm like, damn it. So I just went quickly, got one, like I got a pre-order in for this. And then I noticed that it was going between like sold out and not sold out on the website for the EB Games. I'm like, I don't think it is actually sold out. I think it's just the website lying to me. So
an actual Edge or the standard controller?
Yeah, so this is an Edge.
Yeah, Edge, but the 30th anniversary colours. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I did end up with like a 30th anniversary DualSense just because like I wanted to get one at least if I didn't get the Edge. But I ended up getting the Edge, so I had both pre-ordered. And I saw that Paul James didn't get anything pre-ordered unfortunately. So I left it until today just to make sure like mine actually come in. And I sent him a message today like, hey, did you actually end up getting anything? He's like, no. I'm like, well, I've been thinking about you for the last month or so. I've had you in mind for this one because I don't need another one. I don't, like if I've got an Edge, I don't need another grey normal controller.
No.
So I'm like, well, I'll send it his way. And he seems to appreciate that, which is
Awesome.
cool. I'm glad I could
Nice.
be a service, especially for him. He's such a massive PlayStation fan. It's like that sucks if he didn't get one. So picked up those controllers. They went Black Friday. They were just pre-ordered, which I got today. But I've been wanting one of these for a while as well, Josh, which is the Pulse Explore earphones for PS5. And they're just like earbuds, pretty much like AirPods. They've got like a little charge case, and you connect to your PlayStation or PC with a little USB stick. And I've been wanting one of them just because I got a headset, but it's like a full-on headset. And during the day, if I want to play something, I just want to put in an earphone so I can get my audio and play. And then, like, if the kids are up to something, I can hear what they're doing or whatever have you. And the thing about these ones is that you can connect to your phone and like your PlayStation. So I can listen to a podcast and have the game audio coming through the one earphone, which is pretty cool, which is something I really like with my headset as well. So yeah, picked up that. I wonder if it's going to work on Switch. I haven't had the opportunity to test it yet because the other PlayStation headsets, you plug it into the Switch dock with the USB slot and it actually works. It works fine, like flawlessly. So I'll be keen to see what if this one works. It'll be great if it works for Switch because it'll be a lot more versatile and I can actually use it for that as well.
Yeah,
which would be cool. So yeah, that was $50 off. So I've actually been waiting, sort of just holding off for Black Friday to pick one of these up because they are pretty expensive, but wanted to pick it up.
Nice.
But I got 6 games, Josh. I got 6 games in the end. 2, what I got here? I got like all my games just stacked up here. So let me unstack them. So I finally bought God of War Ragnarok. That was on sale for $54.
Yep.
And Last of Us Part 2 remastered. Picked that up. One of my favorite games. So I wanted the physical copy on PS5.
Cool.
And what else did I get? I got Lies of P, which is I guess a Souls-like game. It came out like last year, and after playing Stellar Blade, which is I guess a Souls-like as well, really enjoyed it. Just been locked into like that hard combat. So Lies of P was always on the back of my mind, and I found an EB Games today for $47 secondhand. I'm like, because I looked on the website and it says that it wasn't available. So when I found it, like the secondhand copy, I'm like, oh, sweet. So I picked that up. I would like to play that. I got a physical copy of Sea of Stars. That was $36. So that was pretty cool. Yeah.
36, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I was pretty happy with it.
Yeah.
Space Marine 2, got a copy of that. Been wanting to play that, and I got that for $64. Thought that was not too bad. I got Lego Horizon Adventures. Picked that up. Might play that a little bit later tonight. And I think I got something else too, but can't quite remember. So I've got it all piled up at the moment. I'm just organising it all, but yeah, picked up a few things. I'm sort of in the mindset at the moment though, Josh. Like I haven't played anything for like a week or two, and I don't know. I don't know what to jump into. I don't know what would really capture my attention, and I'll just have a lot of fun with, like just engross me in. I've got a lot of games, a lot of brand new games to jump into, but I don't know what to jump into. It's sort of a weird feeling. Like I'm in the mood for like a good story and leveling up and things like that. So I'm sort of like looking at an RPG.
Metaphor.
Yeah, I was like looking, obviously metaphors in the race there. But yeah, I don't know what exactly I really want to play. It's a weird feeling. I've got like
Luigi. What are you on about?
Yeah, that's their term. Like RPG, leveling up, bit of action, combat. Yeah, pretty like there's a lot. I'm just
You got any choices?
I don't want to jump into something and just be half-hearted. I want to jump into it and be like,
Finally do Persona 5 roll.
Persona 5 Royal. Just jump into that right now too. Yep. Play it all. Just want to play it all. But yeah.
Honestly. Do we need to do a pros and cons list? What are you thinking? How can I help?
How can you help? No. I really like what carpool
Random.
gaming.
We could do it. We could do.
What I love. One of my favorite things what carpool gaming do. Sean, he does like a bracket basically where he puts like just a whole bracket of games against one another, and you have like for example, round one. Like for example, here would be like God of War Ragnarok against Last of Us Part 2. Like, oh, what do you want to play more? It's like Last of Us Part 2. Then that'll go to the next round, and you do it for all the other games. Then it moves on to the next round. You put them all together, and eventually he picks his tournament bracket of the game that won. I'm like, I kind of love that. It's a little bit too much work for me right now. I just would have want to pick something and play it. I'm honestly kind of thinking Liza P. Like I was actually super excited finding that because I didn't expect it. I didn't expect to see it there today because it said it was out of stock. I'm like, oh, well, I won't worry about it. But something like that would be cool too. Just like, action. I've heard lots of good stuff about the story and the atmosphere and things. I'm kind of feeling that. As well as like the Stellar Blade. Stellar Blade DLC came out for like Nier Automata as well. I kind of wish I just had a unlimited time and I could just do like another playthrough of Stellar Blade to get the platinum trophy and things. But I won't do that.
I mean, Bri could be good. If you haven't thought of anything by next week, we can get that going.
Oh God, I hope I don't waste a week of gaming time. Just be like, oh, what do I play? Surely I'll play something by then. 1000X Resist as well. That's definitely a high contender. I really want to play that by the end of the year. So I've got that on Switch.
What was that one? Sorry, I missed that.
1000X Resist.
Okay. Yes. I've heard things this week about that.
Yeah, so I've been wanting to play it all year. I've had it for months. We've got Luke in the Discord saying, hey, really recommend it.
Yeah.
You should play it. I'm like,
that's right.
I'm like, I know. And am I doing anything about it?
Mm-hmm.
No.
No.
Yeah, so maybe I should just jump into that. I don't know. You get off. I don't know if. Do you ever get in these spots, Josh? Like you don't play games for a couple of weeks or maybe even a month or something.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Then you're just like, oh, what do I play? Like obviously there's a lot of good stuff, but
it's like, do I hate video games now? Like why aren't I captured or interested by anything? And it's just like, oh, okay. I think sometimes you just like, you might be wanting to play something or you feel like you do, but you don't really want to. I don't know. And then it's time to switch it up maybe. So, I don't know if I'm in that yet with Mario and Luigi and all that, but I've had a busy week. So see how I go into next week.
Yeah, I kind of just want to play it. I've been thinking about The Last of Us Part 1. I haven't played that since, the year it came out, 2013. And I think I'm ready for a playthrough of that, like the brand new one. Especially like a lot of these games as well. Like I got a PS5 Pro, and a lot of these things have Pro enhancements. So it'd be kind of cool to actually utilize that expensive console I just bought too.
I mean, yeah,
that'd be kind of nice too. Yeah, because what have I played? I played like, I think as a joke, I'm like, one of the first games I downloaded was like Vampire Survivors or something, just something beyond basic.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, but yeah, no, I've got plenty of options here, dude, to play. And how are you going with Mario and Luigi? Are you finding that? Like, I know we talked about last week, and you probably haven't moved like an inch since then, but talk me into that because I want to play something that I'm leveling up and I'm like exploring and all of that. And the Mario and Luigi universe is obviously something that I really enjoy, being a big Nintendo fan. So, should you push me that way a little bit, or how you feeling?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this series only because I played Bowser's Inside Story first off, and I really enjoyed that. I remember enjoying that as a kid. But I haven't played any since. I probably played a couple of hours of Superstar Saga on NSO GBA. Didn't continue on at I think I got stuck at one point. I didn't know where to go, and it kind of just was at one of those stages where like, okay, I'll get back to it one time, and I've forgotten about it since. But I found with this one, it's better the more you play it. So they kind of introduce all the mechanics slowly, and I feel maybe a little too slowly. I don't know, but yeah, I the more I've played it, the more I've enjoyed it because I've got the hammer now, or because these features have come into it a bit more, and there's a bit more variety there. So I definitely enjoy Paper Mario better in terms of the story and the humor. Even the battling, I think I enjoy that a bit more. But yeah, I can see and understand why people like this one though. In comparison, there's like people who are split in the room between these and the Paper Mario side. So I don't know if that's the best sell, but that's my thoughts.
Yeah, it's not a massive sell, but yeah, you're not selling. You're speaking from the heart. You're talking about how much you enjoyed Paper Mario, and that's all good. Hell,
So,
maybe that's
going to catch you straight away is my worry.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I burnt myself out a bit with Paper Mario just playing the 64 version. I didn't even finish it, but I sort of played enough, and I got to a point where it was like a little bit convoluted. Like, oh, you got to go this, talk to this, do that. I'm like, I kind of
okay.
I kind of just went, no,
Not fair.
it's all good. It's all good. But yeah,
Yeah. So maybe not then. Maybe one of these other games, Liza P. Maybe.
I reckon I'm going to go to. I think because I just installed Lego Horizon Adventures. I reckon I'm going to check that out. Something very basic. The reviews haven't been very good. Just as far as like the combat goes and the amount of content and all of this type of stuff. Like it's relatively not reviewing too well, but I still wanted to play it. Just something, basic, fun to run around, get the Horizon story in a not convoluted, condensed way. So I might jump into that, especially since it's a little bit quicker. And we'll see where we go from that. I might use that as a bit of a stepping board.
Yeah, do it. Nice.
But yeah, so
when you say not great reviews, what are they saying about it that's not good?
I haven't gone and had a big look necessarily. I listened to a kind of funny review discussion about it, and the two people on that panel were basically saying that the combat, it feels pretty boring, and a lot of the collectibles and interactivity from other Lego games isn't really there. It's not by Telltale, not Telltale, Traveller's Tale. It's not by the team in the UK that makes a lot of the Marvel games, DC games, and all these spin-off games. It's another studio that's working in collaboration with Guerrilla Studios.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's basically like a different game in some ways, and yeah, it's just sounds like it's just not quite as good. But yeah, I guess I'll make my own mind up. I went and bought it. Haven't had a look how it's going on Switch either, like technically, or whether people are playing it all that much. So yeah,
No,
not sure.
I've seen a couple of people post in the Discord, but yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, it kind of seems like it's kind of come out and flopped a little bit, just from its Steam numbers, and that haven't been very good. But yeah, I think that's got a lot to do with the reviews, and I don't know. Horizon's one of those franchises as well. Like, people don't really care about it. It's so comparable to like Avatar, where it's big, it sells a lot, it makes money, but who's like, oh look, I love Avatar, and there's like a fan group about like all of the small things that go in the franchise and that. Like it's kind of like that. Like it sold 20 million copies. But who's out there being like, oh, it's awesome, and I'm going to cosplay as Aloy and all this stuff? Like, I don't know. It's not. It's kind of similar in my eye to that.
Yeah.
That's why. That's like with Horizon being the first Lego game that's based on a video game. It's kind of surprising in some ways, because like those robot dinosaurs, they make so much sense to be made into like a Lego model. But at the same time, like, how many other franchises? I guess Nintendo, if you include Nintendo, but they're probably hard to get the rights to, maybe. But you can imagine like so many other video games being made into like a Lego game being so much more obvious in some ways.
Like which ones?
I don't know, but like even just like Nintendo point of view, like Lego Zelda or something, that'd be sick. Lego
Mm.
Pokemon, you could see
Ooh.
like that being
Yeah.
a whole thing.
Yeah. Definitely.
Lego Pokemon, Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ.
We got Pokemon Quest. They look like it.
Yeah, that was a fun game. I love Pokemon Quest.
I put a lot of time to that. Oh my god,
Me
a
too.
lot of time.
I would have like my Switch on, on the passenger seat, so I'm like driving somewhere, and I'll just have that on auto, and I'll just like before I start up the car, put it on auto, just chuck it on the seat. Don't lock it because obviously that will stop the game, and just have it on the seat. And when I get to where I'm going, I'm like, oh cool, done my little thing, put it into sleep mode. Any moment I can just have it going while I'm doing something else. I'd have my Pokemon just be questing all day.
So good.
Oh god, it was fun. But yeah. So yeah, I reckon I'm gonna play Lego Horizons and we'll see where we go from there. I've got a nice stack here. I'm literally looking at my stack, being like, oh god, where do we start? Man. How's your backlog looking, Josh? Because I'm literally looking at a backlog here. A nice physical backlog that I've been added to even today. And yeah, looking in the eye, I'm looking at like God of War Ragnarok. And I've still got to beat God of War 2018. But I was just waiting for Ragnarok to be on a good sale. Because the cool thing too, like I got a lot of these games from Big W, and I've got like a monthly 10% off from Big W, and I can put that on top of these Black Friday deals. So I got these for like close to the 50 probably, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, nice.
Actually, I picked this up too. I guess I can show it because Lucas is in bed. The other day we were in Big W and he got this game off of the shelf and he was looking at it and he was so excited about it. We wouldn't have, but he was looking at like this Paw Patrol game on Switch.
Ooh.
So that was half price. That was $29. So I thought I bought him his first video game. And it was really cute because when we were in Big W, he looked at the games and he just looked at me, smiled. He's like, "Daddies," like he knows from home that I've got like all these games. So yeah, he just pointed at him and "Daddies," and he's like looking at him, and he literally picked the Paw Patrol game off of the shelf. Went, oh, it was so cute. I've got a picture of him just like funny. Just smiling, looking at it. So picked that up for him. And I got a PowerA Mario controller. It's like a little nano controller, which is like a smaller one for like.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
He's only a 2-year-old, so smaller the better. In his case, so yeah, I don't think he won't be capable of playing it, but just having it and looking at it, he'll enjoy that. And over the next year, I dare say he'll become a bit more able to interact with a video game, which would be really exciting. So yeah, he's got his first video game, Paw Patrol video game, and his Super Mario controller, which looking forward to giving to him for Christmas.
He's going to grow up the right way.
That's right. A part of me is like a gamer is like, that Paw Patrol game is not going to be good. There's no chance it's going to be any good.
That is a chance. There is definitely possible.
I don't know the OG Outright Games. So yeah, Outright Games is the maker or publisher. I think it's the team behind it. It's got Bandai Namco, Nickelodeon, Spin Masters, and a few other things on the back here. So yeah, assume Outright Games are the other developers. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I've never looked at a review, but even just having the game case and things like that, you probably get a kick out of it. Because over the next few years too, I'm like what if he wants to play games, do I get games for Switch? Do I get games for PlayStation? Like, what's he going to be playing on? And I mean, he'll probably end up with a Switch Lite or something, I dare say. That's probably something he'll
good way to start a day.
Yeah. So yeah, Switch it is. Switch the decision.
Hey, I mean, Nintendo know how to do it. They know how to get them in.
That's right. Yeah, and that's what I was thinking about the controller too, because Yeah, he's got access. If he wants to play something else, I've got plenty of games that I can download for him.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, no, it's been an expensive day, Josh.
Done well.
But
Got
yes,
them deals.
got some deals. Got some things I've been waiting for a while, which are pretty cool. But yeah, just got to think of something to play.
My backlog. So Mario and Luigi. I'm nearly there with Echoes of Wisdom. And then if I want to, Luigi's Mansion 2. But I don't know if I'm too fussed.
No, I don't know how fast I am. I think I've let it go. Maybe.
Yeah, I can't see myself really getting back to that anytime soon.
Yeah, I got heaps of stuff I want to get to. It's just whether I feel like it. Because I got Mario X Shadow Generations. I want to play that. I got the Call of Duty campaign, Metaphor, Zelda, 1000X Resist, a game called Until Then, which I want to play. That's an Indonesian game, really nice sprite work, kind of visual novel-y. Mario and Luigi Brothership. Yeah, so that's the stuff I've got at the moment. Then I've got also Lego Horizons, Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D remake. I want to play that. And actually later this week, the physical edition of Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classics comes out. So I'm going to get the physical physical copy of that.
Yeah.
And then I'm done for the year. That's thank God. It's the last game that I actually want to pick up this year.
Yeah.
Crossed. Yeah, because on my list I've got like a couple of other things like Indiana Jones and Flight Simulator, which come out in Game Pass. But I think I'm all right. I'll play them whenever I subscribe to Game Pass next, which might not be this year.
Yeah, well, what am I going to do? Yeah, I don't know. PlayStation Plus, maybe one day, but no, not anytime soon.
Not anytime soon. We've already spent plenty on the stuff we got.
I'm very much mindful trying to play things I already have, if that makes sense.
Yeah. That's been something I haven't been thinking of the last 3 months.
Yeah, I'm trying not to do what you're doing.
No, don't do what I'm doing.
No.
I've had my wedding. That's in the past. You've got to focus on your wedding and some of those things.
Correct.
I think the main thing for me too is just like retail therapy, like after work. It just makes you feel a bit better, which isn't healthy, isn't a good thing.
No.
It is what it is, though, Josh. I feel happy. I can afford my bills. Still, the kids are all right. So
that's the main thing.
That is the main thing.
Correct.
Thank God. All right. Well, I think that might be it, Josh. How do you feel about that? Anything else you'd like to talk about?
I don't think so. We got the PlayStation Portable device. Did you hear about that today?
Oh, I did. I had a bit of a yonder on the X. Yeah, saw that rumors of a portable PS5
The
early in
Bloomberg
development.
article got published, and they're talking about it coming out in a couple of years, which I think makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I mean, please, that'd be sick.
Yeah, and so it's not like it's just playing those PS5 games.
Yeah,
and you don't need a PS5 effectively.
Sounds great.
Yep.
I'll buy it. I'll pre-order it the second they announce that thing. That'll be awesome. Probably can't play my games on it though if I've got the physical copies. That's the thing though. That's probably a reality of I'll be facing.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
That'll be that. But yeah, I think a lot of the companies are really trying to move away from physical, and we'll see what Nintendo does. Hopefully they just have their cartridge slot as usual, and you just buy physical games and slot it in, and that's it. But a lot of these companies now are like, hey, look, you know, PlayStation, they got the disc drive add-on for the Pro, and it's going to be harder and harder to actually get the hardware to play discs and cartridges and stuff. But yeah, hopefully Nintendo keep it there.
Yeah, it's so much more margin. They don't have to deal with retailers. There's a lot of upside for them trying to keep it internal. So yeah, and this is them keeping it all within the one ecosystem, not having to develop for a separate system, which I think they've had issues with Sony and Nintendo in the past because they've combined it all into the one now. But yeah, it makes sense. And if I think Xbox or Microsoft, they're going to do something similar, aren't they? Pretty much, from what I've heard.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Yeah, Nintendo's definitely changed the landscape with Switch over the last almost decade. And I think the Steam Deck coming in as well, just being like, hey, look, there is room for an expensive version of this as well. I think that's the main thing that, Xbox and PlayStation have seen. Like, Switch come in, $300 American dollars. I was like, okay, well, that's cool. Nintendo's got the games to back it up as well. It's like, well, we can't make one for $300. I think a portable PS5, they'll be lucky to get it for $600 by the time it comes out. Like, it's going to be an expensive thing. Same with the Xbox One. So yeah, but the Steam Deck just sort of showed that, hey, look, people will pay good money for it if if it's a sleek, optimized piece of kit that runs games, runs the same games. That's the most important thing. People want to play their big console games on the go, and just save, cloud saves and everything, move between it, make it seamless, all of that type of stuff. Just make it real convenient. I think people are going to be lining up for one, which is going to be cool. I think it's going to be great to see some competition for Nintendo as well, because
that's the other thing.
Nintendo's got no competition in this space. Like, PlayStation just gave it up, and Steam Deck is fantastic, but it's still a portable PC. It's still niche. You can't get it anywhere but from Valve and some, like, I guess, some retailers that import it to to Australia and things. But yeah, it's not the same level as obviously what a Switch is, where you can buy it anywhere and everybody knows what it is.
That's right. Yeah. Yep. More competition is probably a good thing for Nintendo because it means better quality stuff for us, I would have thought. So, yep. Bring it on.
Would you buy a portable PS5?
I'd be so much on the price.
Yeah.
That's my thing.
What would be your limit?
I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah.
I gotta use it original enough, I feel. I don't know. Just again, it's I like playing docked, so I like playing on the TV. So, but this, my issue is sometimes it's the best bit of the Switch is I can switch when the TV's in use and sort of do it that way. But yeah, my split's like 80-20, 80% docked and 20% handheld, and whether that 20% like on the PlayStation would be worth it. Would I really be playing it a lot more or just a little bit more?
Yeah, because you didn't end up getting your Portal, did you?
No,
the Portal.
I could have, and I got cold feet on that as well. So
they're on sale again, Josh.
How much?
Well, $300. Still pretty expensive.
Yeah, and then I could just stream it from my computer upstairs, and I don't mind sitting at the computer here and playing. So that's probably the way I should do it.
Just YOLO. Just buy a second PS5 for the upstairs.
Just get a games trailer like you, Drew.
Get a games trailer. Yeah, that's right. Just do all these things just to optimize your setup. Have a couple of setups. That's all you need to do, Josh. PS5's on sale as well at the moment. $500 or so. You could have a second one. Do it. Go on.
What I really need is 10 PlayStation 5 DualSense controllers. Do you have 10 of them?
Oh, probably. Surely. I would at the moment too with these.
With
these
the extras.
ones.
Yep.
Yeah. Look, I could let you borrow one. Almost need 10.
Almost.
Well, you need at least 6 so you can rotate just between 2 controllers for each system I've got at the moment.
Yeah, maybe not.
Maybe not. Fair enough.
Just thinking about it now.
I'm the devil on everyone's shoulder and you're the angel on everyone's shoulder.
Yes, we're on opposite shoulders, us.
Someone's listening to this just like scrolling on their phone, checking out Black Friday deals. Like, oh, why don't I just buy everything? And you're like, You're like, no, don't do that, mate. Be financial responsible.
Invest.
Yeah, invest.
Think about your future.
Yeah. All right, Josh, let's end it there. It was great talking to you tonight. Had a lot of fun.
Yes. Me too.
A little bit like therapy, a little bit of gaming therapy for me. Just like, oh, God, what do I do?
I hope I've helped you. I'll send my bill in the mail.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I'll send you my just a thank you or a Christmas card in the mail.
Yeah. Yep. You can pay me in foot pictures now.
Yeah, oh, okay. I'd say the same for you, but I can just go and get them for free.
Yeah, I'm the sucker who's made free. That's the issue.
Yeah. Damn. All right. Everybody, thank you very much for listening to the House of Mario, episode 294. If you enjoyed the show, leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. Really appreciate it. Go and give Josh a 5-star rating on Wikiman for feet. He'll really appreciate that too.
Cheers.
Honestly, rating Josh's feet on Wiki Feet for Men probably would be better for the show than rating the actual podcast on podcast services. So, tell you what, go and do that. Go and leave a 5-star review on Josh's feet. Wiki Feet for Men. He'll really appreciate that. Jesus.
Yep.
That'd be great.
Yep.
Thank you very much. But until next time, guys, the doors to the House of Mario, they're closed. Catch you later.
Bye-bye.